Hi, and welcome, and thank you for your interest in AP Comparative Government. I am Mr. Hairgrove. So let's get into this. What is AP Comparative Government? Basically, it's going to be about political science from an international perspective. You can see in there some of the themes of sovereignty, political institutions, citizens, the state, political and economic change, public policy, lots of complex political science, and we're going to be doing it specifically through the lens of six case study countries: Mexico, Russia, China, the United Kingdom, Nigeria, and Iran. And through those, be able to understand some of these complex and interesting ideas of political science. And those countries always are very interesting every year when we take a look at what's going on with them. So, what sort of connections does this have with other classes? So, if you want to take this class, you have to be a junior or senior. And have taken civics and economics, because some of those government concepts are a good foundation. If you want to pair this with another class, I'd recommend AP US History, because there's AP US Government, because there's a lot of connections there. But also some of the vocabulary and concepts will connect with AP Human Geography and AP Macroeconomics. If you don't know anything about those countries, it's really okay. You don't need to have a lot of background knowledge with them. But I do think it's really important to have an understanding of some of the basics of functioning of American government and perhaps some connections with world history to frame some of these things. So who should be taking this class? Well, a lot of the people who should be taking this are people that are curious and globally minded, willing to stretch beyond their ideas. That's the posture that's most important in being successful and getting the most out of this class. But also being able to see the world from a different perspective and to see yourself as part of a larger global political and social system. You really have to be passionate, being able to gain new ideas, change some of your assumptions, and willing to struggle to work hard to get some of the skills that will be useful in helping you be successful in this class, but also that will push you on for college and lifelong learning. So who should not? Maybe just the same things, just the opposite. So if you're uninterested in challenging some of your core ideas and thinking beyond the box of perhaps a simple one-dimensional political spectrum, this is going to be a challenge for you. If you don't see yourself as the driver of your own education to be able to jump into some unfamiliar territory and learn it, this is going to be a challenge for you. If you have difficulty with challenging texts, I recommend reading an article from The Economist. If that stirs your interest and you're able to comprehend it, that would be a good indicator of you can tackle the text of this class. But also being able to express complex ideas in writing. If you're not interested in asking for help, or if you're not curious enough to want to extend your understanding beyond just doing well on assessment, again, this is going to be a difficult class for you. GPA and college credit are fantastic things, but to have the grit to be able to get through some of the new material that will come in this class, that's probably not going to be enough to be successful. In terms of skills, again, complex texts, being able to absorb information through lectures, through taking notes and asking questions, that's going to be really important. Also, being able to do writing with essays and short answer, also being able to have difficult concepts and vocabulary through multiple choice. That will be really important as well. What's the workload? Roughly 10 to 15 pages from a textbook with some reading checks along the way. Also various different articles and being able to reflect back them in writing. But also engagement is going to be a big part of it. Being able to prepare for engagement in class with fellow students, whole group, small group, discussions, presentations, debates. There's usually 2 tests per quarter. And dividing up our 6 countries plus an introductory section, and then a AP exam at the end. Speaking of the AP exam, it is 50% a multiple choice, 50% FRQ, with conceptual analysis, quantitative, comparative analysis, and an argumentative essay. And if you want to pause, you can look at a sample right there. So if you look at that and you're like, this is something that really, really stirs my interest, this is going to be a good class for you. So I hope that this gave you a little bit of basics of what this class is about, and I hope to see you soon.